Canelo Alvarez eyes Wembley dust up with Callum Smith. Canelo Alvarez is eyeing a mega fight at Wembley Stadium to continue his development into the most marketable boxer in the world. The Mexican Idol's brutal destruction of Rocky Fielding here in New York on Saturday night has raised the prospect of him traveling to London to fight another Liverpool champion, Callum Smith, for the superior version of the WBA super-middleweight title. The original intention was for Alvarez to join the elite band of Mexicans who have won world titles in 3 weight divisions by beating Fielding, then revert to defenses of his unified middleweight championships. Now the irresistible force with which he bludgeoned the much larger Rocky to 4 knockdowns and a third-round defeat is tempting Canelo to campaign at both weights. His next fight is booked for the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on May 4, a Mexican national holiday weekend, probably against an American middleweight challenger. But his golden boy promoter Oscar De La Hoya says, Canelo is the biggest name in boxing and we are looking abroad to build him into a global superstar. Eric Gomez, president of Golden Boy, confirms, we are now very open to going to the UK, probably to fight Callum. Smith is keen to follow his world title victory over George Groves by boxing in the Anfield home of his beloved Liverpool, but Gomez says, Wembley would be huge for us. That could be Canelo's first fight outside North America, which includes Mexico. His world tour is also expected to take in a homecoming spectacular at the Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. That was where the legendary Julio Cesar Chavez set the boxing attendance record of 132,247 for his victory over Greg Haugen in 1993. The new Mexican president was among the first to message his congratulations to Alvarez this weekend and is urging the major TV network in the country to help make possible another huge night at the Azteca. De La Hoya adds, we want Canelo to break that crowd record. 90,000 at Wembley would be a further step along that road, following the near 21,000 sellout at Madison Square Garden, which ticked off another of Canelo's ambitions. Any doubts about his pulling power beyond Vegas were blown away by the turnout plus an atmosphere as thunderous as the body punching with which he crippled Fielding. The roars of the Mexican-infused crowd indicate that qualms about his failing of a drugs test as well as the flawed judging of his draw and subsequent victory over Gennady Golovkin have abated. Certainly the rich new kid on the TV block, the DAZN streaming channel which is threatening to take the future of boxing away from the traditional pay-per-view networks, had no hesitation in spending a fortune to make Canelo their brand leader. The debate as to whether he, Terence Crawford or Vasyl Lomachenko is the no 1 pound 4 pounds fighter in the world today will continue. But Crawford is still boxing in smaller cities, and when Lomachenko appeared at Madison Square Garden earlier this month it was in the tiny theater, not the Grand Garden itself. Nor can they match Canelo's earning power. Alvarez drew the first $15 million installment on his sports record $365 million contract on Saturday by beating Fielding in what was clearly a mismatch but in which he was mightily impressive nonetheless. The world is now saying you're Canelo's for the taking.